Hey, what's up everybody? Eric with Secondary Machine. Today I'm out in the shop. I still haven't really gotten this place dialed in yet. I continue to bring in more tools and to try to get this place set up somewhat. Brought this little boring head up. It's a Criterion. Brought this up yesterday. So I found one that's bigger than this also in the other shop. But this is perfect for the little 0781. So this came up yesterday and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just slowly trying to figure out where everything's going to go and what all I want to bring up here and have in this shop as opposed to the other one. So the little 0781 mill needed a vise, so I ordered one yesterday off of Amazon. So I thought maybe we would just take a look at what you can get for $70 in the way of a milling vise. I've bought two other Chinese milling vices in the past. My knee mill out in the other shop has a 5-inch on it that came from Grizzly. That's actually a pretty good vise. I've also bought I used to have a Grizzly 0704 mill, which is just a hair bigger than this. And I put a 4-inch on it. And that one, like you could tell that one was out of spec, like kind of messed up. Like, because it was my first mill, I didn't really know any better. I probably should have sent that vise back. And knowing what I know now, I would have. So it'll be interesting to see what I get this time. So anyway, that the 0704 got a 4-inch vise, which I always thought was a little bit big. And it had the swivel base to it too. This time I went without the swivel base. It takes up a lot of room on these little mills. You've only got so much vertical room. And so, and I've never found a situation where I really felt like I had to have the swivels. So I've never kept them on there anyway. So why pay for it if I don't have to? Like, I think that this little guy would have been $100. I got it for $69 instead without the swivel base. There's no sense in paying for it. I guess maybe it'd be nice to have if I did need it. Wipe it down a little bit and see what we got here. Straight out of the box, it looks pretty promising. I think this is going to be a much better size. I really did battle trying to decide, you know, do I want to go with a 4-inch or should I just go all the way down to 3? And I think what the final deciding factor of going with the 3 was that I've got the knee mill out in the other shop. So, you know, if I need to do something where I need a little bit bigger vise, I certainly have that available to me out there where, you know, if I need to do something that's a bit bigger, I definitely can. If I remember correctly, what was wrong with that first one, the 4-inch that I got from Grizzly, I think when you closed the jaws, like they didn't come together right. They didn't align. Looks like these align perfectly. There was like an offset to it. Like it was just kind of weird. This looks like it's going to be a really nice size for that little mill though. I guess my main thing with this is that I want a good surface, a good reference surface here to you know, clamp things up against, and then I want for it to be flat through here, so that when you put a parallel down and there are 2 sets of parallels and you put your part in, I want to make sure that it doesn't taper off as it comes across. If you can give me those 2 things at $70, I'm pretty thrilled. One thing with buying Chinese tools is that, you know, you're just not going to get like ultimate super high quality. I mean, this isn't a Kurt, right? And a lot of times with like Chinese tools, like the mill is a perfect example. Like it's got a bunch of weird shit with it that I'm probably going to want. So I should wipe that off. I guess my point is with buying Chinese tools is that there's always going to be shit that you're going to have to dial in and maybe fix and make right. But for me, that's kind of half the fun of having a shop to putter around in, is to do those type of things. I know at $70, this isn't likely to be nearly as tight as a Kurt, but, you know, And actually, a surface grinder is something that I don't currently own. I don't have one yet. And so, realistically, I won't be able to fix this if it is really screwed up. But a lot of other things, like, you know, I found some things that going on with the little mill already that are going to need to be addressed. But you know what? That's going to be part of owning it, and it'll be maybe kind of fun to get to go through the tool itself and fix some of those things. I'm over here turning the wrong knob. Let's see. What we get here. This is probably not the best way of going about doing this, but it's what I've got in this shop right now available to me. This isn't a Noga by any means. It's Chinese, right? Once again, you know, sometimes you get what you pay for, and sometimes you get a little more than what you pay for. I'm having a hell of a time here. Got a cold right now too. My son goes to the public school, which is really nothing more than a petri dish. That's really loose. All right, I'm getting closer. Be patient, please. I'm a long ways from expert machinist by any regard. All right, I'm getting closer. Yeah, I'm pretty close to zero there. Sweep across this and see if, see a little bit of movement, maybe a few tenths on that side. Not seeing anything on this side. And it's right on at zero. Looks to me like it's about a thou difference from one side to the other, which, you know, is probably going to be okay. Maybe I'll put like a 6-inch parallel and check both ends of that and see. Obviously, the further out I go, the more obvious that it's going to be that something's not quite right. But as far as I can see, this looks like it'll be a really good little vise. I don't see anything right off that would have me wanting to return it, but I guess I'll get back to you guys later on if I do find something that I decide isn't acceptable and decide to send it back. If I did send it back, I would probably just order another one, just get another one on the way and hope that I did a little bit better. But for what I'm seeing here, this looks to be every bit totally acceptable. So anyhow, this is about all I think I'm going to talk about today. I'll get back to you guys later on and let you know how this goes after I get it mounted on the machine.